Hello, everybody. Welcome to Sylvester's Fashion Art and Tarot. And I'm Sylvester. And today I'm going to be doing a reading on Sarah Burton, who was the creative director of Alexander McQueen. She has recently decided to step down as being the head designer / creative director for the brand. Today I want to do a reading on what is next for her. You know, what's in her mind, what's in her heart, what's going on in and around her at this time as she's preparing to leave and move on. You know, what is the next steps in her life? For what I gather, she's been with the company for about 26 years, I believe. She worked close with Alexander before his passing. And from what I remember about his passing, and I think they stated this in his documentary, that he committed suicide and he was found in his closet hung. And there might have been some drugs involved, if memory serves me right. And he left a note about taking care of his dogs. And he apologized. He said sorry. I guess this was too much it was too much work for Alexander to carry on. And then in the movie it stated that he did have HIV and he was dealing with health issues and things of that nature. And, you know, he was dealing with a lot of stuff. But anyway, that's just a little background. But this is about Sarah Burton. I want to know, what is the next step for her? What is she thinking? What's in her mind? What is going on with her spirit? What is next for Sarah Burton? What is next for her? What's in her mind? What's in her spirit? What is she moving to? What is going on in and around Sarah Burton at this time? She is your child. She is your loved one. Please share what you would like for me to know and for what you would like for me to share. What is next for Sarah Burton as she moves on from the House of Alexander McQueen? What is next for her? What is next for her? What is next for her? Oh. Yeah. This card. Okay. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. What's next for Sarah Burton? What is next for her? Your spirit, share what you would like for us to know and what you would like for me to share. What is next for Sarah Burton? What is next for Sarah Burton? What's next for Sarah Burton? What's in her mind? What's in her heart? What's going on in and around Sarah Burton as she prepares to leave the House of Alexander McQueen, where she has been for at least 26 years. Oh, well. Okay, a lot of cards spewed out at this time. Okay. All right. Okay, a lot of cards came out for Sarah Burton. I guess there's a lot to say with her. Oh my goodness. All right. Well, the first card I get is the Fool. This represents the situation with her, and with her, this is a new journey for her. You know, she decided to just move on, but this card right here is telling me that she's starting a new journey, going to a whole new different path. I'm starting to feel like this kind of spontaneous for her a little bit. It's kind of new, unsure, but she's taking a leap of faith into this new direction in her life. She's happy about it, and she is, she is ready to move on. She's been there for quite a while, and this is just, I almost get the feeling like it's time. And me saying that, I get the Temperance card as the next card. I mean, what's the position of this? Hold on, just one second. I'm sorry about that, everybody. I had to. I'm doing the Celtic cross, and in my mind, I just got the situation, got the positions of the card mixed up. But anyway, right here represents the person. So this is her taking a new journey and a new direction in her life, as I was explaining earlier. And this one represents the situation. It's timing. It's like time to move on. This is a good point in her life where she can just go ahead and move on. And again, this is spontaneous for her, and she just felt like this is right. It's like, I guess it's a matter of just giving someone else an opportunity. But for her, it's timing. It just felt right for her to go ahead and make this move. So just representing the situation, and this is representing the person. Okay. What's beneath her are representing past influences, things moving, making quick decisions on this. So I think this has been in her mind for some time, planning and but she haven't really made any attempts as of yet. But now she's just making preparations to go. So I've had a feeling this been in her mind for quite some time, right? So this is the Nine of Swords, right? So, but with this card, I get that she was ready. She's been kind of playing with the concept of leaving, and now it's like coming into fruition, all right? In her past, I get the King of Swords representing here. Um, with this card, it talks about command and authority. But I'm also getting the feeling that this could be a male person that's representing in her life in her past. Yeah. This is like, it's not representing her, but someone that she knows um that she's influenced by, someone she admired. This could be Alexander, and because she admired him a great deal, and she learned a lot from him, and um, I just get a sense of great respect. And so now it's like, okay, she did her reign. Now, okay, now it's time for her to just separate and move on. Now, what crowns her is the Ace of Pentacles. And the Ace of Pentacles representing the birth of prosperity. I get a lot of financial support, doors of opportunity opening for her. So no, I think she's probably going to be doing, I'm not even sure it's going to be fashion. And this might be something else, but there are other doors of opportunity opening for her. It's sort of like going into a whole another field of some sort, but whatever it is going to be profitable for her. So this is like representing a future influence of whatever that door of opportunity is for her. So it is being spiritually guided, and she's definitely um, being feeling inspired to move. So that's why I gave, this is what crowns her, and also representing a future influence. In her future, I get the work card here, which is the Eight of Pentacles. So she might be continuing working, doing something else. It's like she's working hard on doing something else, whatever that may be. So this could be a whole new job for her. Whatever that new job, whatever it is, I'm sure it's going to come out in the media, because I'm sure people are going to wonder, what is she doing now? Why did she leave? So it could be a whole new position somewhere that could require training, or it could require the skill set she did acquire working at McQueen, that she could direct it somewhere else, whatever that may be. But whatever it is, she's going to be working on a whole nother project that I feel she's going to be very happy with. Yeah, that's what I get here, is representing her possible future. Right. What's in her mind right now is represented by the uh, Nine of Wands, and Nine of Wands is the energy of being alert, being aware of what's going on, also speaking up for yourself, being in charge, taking inspired action on things, um, defending yourself. You said that. Not taking crap from others. But anyway, but with this position, I get that she's on the fence. She's being guarded, self-guarded. Whatever it is that's in her mind, she's just keeping it to herself. She doesn't want to really share a lot. So, I mean, which is her business, if she wants to share or not. But she's just being, protecting herself, really protecting herself, and being self-guarded, and just not wanting to share so much, but just keeping things to herself. So that's what this card represents, what's going on in her mind. In her environment is represented by the High Priestess. And with the High Priestess, I get spiritual connection. I get spiritual downloads, or something where I want to say spiritually guided, like I was mentioning before with the other cards. Um, Feeling, just really feeling self assured about a lot of things, and just feeling self confident and determined, and really self assured. And um, it's like this newfound of love and inspiration that has grown within herself, and it's like it just feels good and it feels right. And I mean, this is speaking all about her. This is her represented as the high priestess, so she's just feeling divinely supported, whatever that looks like for her. So she's feeling really good right now. Her life is just blossoming and blooming, um, even more so now. And so whatever she's going to next is going to be right for her. Yeah, and she feels really good about it. Things are balanced for her. She's like she's doing the right thing at the right time at the right moment, and it's just I get this feeling of right. This is just good. So this is just representing her. Yeah, representing her environment. Inner hopes and fears is represented by the Two of Cups. So this card talks about I believe she's married. So I get this is a husband and wife duo here, where I think there might have been an agreement made, or some kind of union, or some kind of the decision that was made for both their parts. Because this is representing hopes and fears, but I think this is more for hopes. And I'm just getting a sense of commitment, a sense of loyalty, a sense of connection. And I think this might have been, although it was her decision, but I think her partner, husband, or um, someone she's with, it was like a joint union, a joint decision on this taking place and happening right now. So, because I don't think she's by herself. I think she is married. I'm not sure she is, but I have a feeling she is with someone. Um, and this person, her husband, um, and her made this unified decision to make this happen. So, again, this is good. This is right. This is timing. This is planned. Um, yeah, it was like an agreement, and she's following through on her part. Yeah, that's what I get here. Now, for her outcome, I got several cards for her outcome. Um, there's quite a few that came out, so bear with me. So it's like 7 cards came out for her outcome. But okay. So for her outcome, the first card I get is the world. The world is at her feet. I get success. I get fulfillment. I get joy. I get happiness. I get the doors of opportunities are open. It's like a new dimension of happiness. She can will the one in any direction she wants to go, and she's very confident and very happy in that. She's just balanced and self-assured. So that's the first one. She is the Queen of Wands. She's assured. She is um, in charge. She is understanding and knowing what's going on around her. She's um, very determined and very have a charismatic attitude about things. And um, in her mind, just she's going in the right direction. Next card I get is the Three of Pentacles. I think she's going to be working with people again, giving direction, probably working in some kind of group or partnership where where some kind of growth, some kind, not growth, but partnership. Yeah, some sort of partnership, some kind of, it's like doing a job well done and executing ideas. It's like she's almost being the director of another company somewhere, um, but maybe not in a very large scale, but something um, where she is in charge and she's giving direction, or she's the one that, or she's being directed to. But I have a feeling she's going to be the one being given direction. Yeah. Next card, I get the Page of Swords, and I get she's making quick decisions on things. Um, yeah, quick decisions. Yeah, that's what I get here. I just get quick decisions. And then I get the Death card, which is representing major changes, things that are going on that she's moving with. So it's going to be a lot of coming and going and changes. So that's what I get there. And then I get the Wheel of Fortune, and more money for her, you know, more opportunity, which is working in her favor. And but this is like the doors of opportunity opening in any direction she wants to go, and she will be successful. However, this last card here, representing in her outcome, is like is the Five of Pentacles. She might be feeling a little out in the cold, or maybe alone in this endeavor. It may be a little overwhelming, a little bit too much for her. Um, and but she shouldn't, because she's being greatly supported and guided. So, but I think I think this more represents her mood. This is more of her mood. I think she just goes up and down in her emotions. I feel this is more emotions than anything. Because sometimes we feel so out of place or overwhelmed or have anxiety about things, and she may be feeling that a little bit, but not too much, because based on the cards, she's doing quite well. So, but this is what I get, being the last card representing her outcome. So, see if I can read these as follows. So, just to show you guys, let me put the cards in front of you. You can see that there. Anyway, yeah. So the first, I get the World card representing worldly success. Doors of opportunities are opened. She's being courageous and in charge, and feeling strong and ambitious. She's going to be working well with other people, communicating her ideas, and people will be happy to work with her, and she'll be happy to work with them. It's going to be a happy union. I guess she's going to be making quick decisions, and there's going to be some stumbles along the way, but everything's going to be made right. There's always going to be changes represented by the Death card. But she welcomes those changes, because that's just a part of life, and she's used to changes because she's used to working at Alexander McQueen. They always made changes there. It was never the same. So she pretty much just goes with the flow. So she's used to spontaneous changes. So, but I think this Death card is representing a whole new life change. Whatever this new career is for her, is a whole different direction, maybe a little different from fashion, I believe. And I get more money, balance of finances, Um, things are things are good, very successful for her, and the Wheel of Fortune just rules in her favor. Yeah, and then with the last card with this the Five of Pentacles, I think this is more of her mood. She's trying to keep things balanced because I know she goes up and down in her moods. She may be feeling a little overwhelmed, a little anxious on some things, but she's able to balance herself and and just keep going and try not to overwhelm herself or not feel intimidated. Um, so I wonder if she's been going through anxiety for years. I wonder that. I wonder. Hmm. Cards. I don't know. I'm just getting a feeling of that. That's just popping in my head right now. Yeah. That's what I guess as far as being in her outcome. Um, yeah. Let me go back to the this King of Wands card I had of her. I had that came out representing her past, and I get this as being Alexander McQueen. That this man is that taught her so much, but because she worked with him, she was very close hand with him. I think she had a strong respect and love for him as he did her. I think they grew fond of each other over the years, and I think he trusted her um, tremendously with taking care of the business. She was like his right hand man, right hand person, or lady, I should say. And she took care of everything while he was dealing with a lot of personal things. I believe she was pretty much designing the collection anyway, but he pretty much just kind of overseed a lot of things. In the beginning, he strongly took care of so much, strongly designed the collection, which he did. She just kind of polished it up, made sure everything was carried through. He supervised, but she did the majority of the work. She made sure that it was clean, it was nice, and it was presentable. Um, and he just kind of overlooked, not kind of, he did overlook because he cared so much about his brand and what he represented. He loved it wholeheartedly, and she loved it with him. And yeah, so this is I just want to go back and clarify this card. This is representing Alexander McQueen, and this is representing the past position. All right. See. Yeah. Yeah. That's pretty much what I'm getting with the cards. And yeah. I'm just trying to think of what else it possibly is there because I'm feeling the energy of the cards and just wanted to express what it's saying so I can tell you guys about what is going on while she's leaving. And yeah, but again, I think why she's leaving is based on this card set here that her and her husband made an agreement, some kind of, and she's carrying it out. And it's not like she didn't have plans to do other things which she's going to carry. All, it's not like she didn't have other plans, but this was divine timing. This was planned. It was time to go, and she's just carrying it out based on plans her and her husband has made. That's what I'm feeling right there. I think that makes sense. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, I thank you guys for being patient with me as I read through the cards. Again, I love doing this. Is my little happy time, along with creating art and design, which I love doing. And Also want you guys to know that I do have an Etsy shop called Sylvester's Fashion Art, and please check it out. The link will be in the description below, and let me know what you think. I'm always adding new things. I'm always updating the listings, things of that nature. You know, I would love your support. And if you guys would love a reading from me, the information will be below as well. Okay? I do appreciate you coming to this reading. You know, now that I think about it, I wonder, how does Alexander McQueen feel about this? Let's ask. Okay. Good Spirit, I want to know, how does Alexander McQueen feel about Sarah Burton leaving the company, stepping down as the head designer and creative director of your company? How do you feel? How does Alexander McQueen feel about Sarah Burton leaving his company? How does he feel, Spirit? What is in Alexander McQueen's mind, heart, and spirit in terms of Sarah Burton leaving the brand? How does he feel, Spirit? What's going on in and around Alexander McQueen's energy in terms of Sarah Burton leaving his brand, leaving his company, and moving on to do other things? How does, okay. How does Alex, oh, okay. Oh, wow. Gonna do 3 cards here. Oh, 4. Okay. Take that one out. And see that. All right. See what Alexander McQueen has to say about this. And the first card I get is the Star card. I feel like it was spiritually guided. You know, I feel like he felt like this was right. He feels good about it. He supports her, loves her, wish her all the best. He wants the best for her. And he feels good about it, you know. It's like, great for her. All right. And the second card I get is the Lovers, and this is a card of choice. It was her choice. She needed to move on. But again, I get male and female here. I think it's her and her husband, which I think he's indicating here. They made that decision to go ahead and move on. So this affirms to me that it was a decision between her and her husband. And it was right for her to go ahead and make this happen and carry out what she was planning to do, what they had planned to do. So that's what I get here with this card. And I get the Page of Pentacles. I get new opportunities. I get I get a new door of opportunity here. This could lead to more financial stability, whatever that may be. So I get a little extra money coming in. So it's financial and also leading a new job, not going into a new job. But I also feel that she was already making pretty good money where she was already. So this card, I mean, when I look at this card, I just get that more money coming in for her, new, but this coming in with a new position somewhere, whatever that position is. All right. And this card was interesting when I saw this. It's like dangling finances or dangling, balancing whatever it is going on in her life. You know, it could be the finances, it could be obligations, it could be too much on her plate, too much to do, not just with money, but also life in general. She's trying to balance it off because a lot is going on, and she's just trying to keep it all together. So this is just interesting that this card came out. So I don't know if she's having financial issues or what the case may be. I don't know what's in there. I don't know what's in their bank accounts. I have no idea. I'm just going by what the cards are saying here. So, which is quite interesting. Like, What is that? Like, what is Alexander trying to say? What is he saying here? All right. So with the star card, I get, she's, it spiritually is right. And he feels he's in great support of it. He doesn't feel bad about it. He's in great support. It's a good thing. It's a good move. Again, the Lover's a choice between her and her husband. So, and she's carrying it out, and it was just right, the right timing. And then I get this page of Pentacles, and I get, I guess it's more money. More money. A little extra money and opportunity. Possibly, I want to say training, but I don't know, maybe just a new learning in something in this new position that's going to lead to more financial stability. Yeah. That's what I'm feeling here. But hold on one moment. I want to confirm that. Okay. Okay. That makes sense. So, yes, more money, new opportunity, good thing about money and finances. So, yes, more money, more opportunity, coming with a new job, a new position somewhere, whatever that may be. So, which is explaining why this card, I guess he's saying she needed more money. I guess that's what I'm getting. I think she needed more money. I think this is what Alexander is trying to say. And balances her finances to keep things together. So, which explains why this card came out, which is the Page of Pentacles. So, she need to make more money that's going to come with this new job. So, she need to balance her money, her finances, and her obligations. Not just with money, but with other things she has going on. So, that's why this card came out. I didn't understand why that card came out. Like, okay, Alexander, I hear you. All right. This was right for her. So I don't know how much they pay her, but wherever she's going is going to be more money for her. And it comes with a new job. So I'm sure we're probably hearing the news about what this job is and what it entails for her, whatever that may be. So kudos for her. And that was interesting. Oh, goodness. Trying to think of maybe there's another question I can ask. I wonder what kind of person, who's going to take over the brand? Who are they looking to hire? Are they going to hire within, or maybe they're just going to not continue the brand? I don't know. Who would they hire to be the head designer for that brand? That's a good question. Let me ask that. Yeah. Inquiring minds want to know. Okay, Spirit. Who? I think Karen Group is the parent company. I thought it was Gucci Group, but then I think it was sold to Karen, the parent company. Whoever the parent company is, who are they looking to take over as head designer / the creative director for Alexander McQueen, the brand, Spirit? Who will be the creative director and head designer for Alexander McQueen. Who will be the head designer, creative director for the House of Alexander McQueen? Please share what you would like for us to know. And thank you, Spirit. Who are they looking for? Right? That's interesting. Okay. Who are they looking for to be the head designer for the Alexander McQueen clothing brand? Who are they looking for to be the creative director as well as the head designer for it? Okay. Who are they looking for to be the creative director and head designer for Alexander McQueen? Who are they looking for to take over that brand as creative director? Oh, goodness. It's interesting. This card just popped out of my deck as I was shuffling. What's this? Okay. Oh, okay. I wanted to come out. Okay. Stop there. Okay. So I posed the question, who are they looking for to be the head designer / creative director for Alexander McQueen? So, all right. First card I get is the Knight of Wands. Definitely someone who's strong, who's alert, who knows what's going on, who's aware of things, smart, intelligent, and able to get the ball rolling. Someone who's a go-getter, ready to make things happen, assured, confident, assertive, direct. Yeah. This one I did Queens of Pentacles, but I feel like it's more like abundance of knowledge. Someone who's thorough with their mind and who's fluent in their knowledge. So I get a feeling this person probably will go through the archives go through the archives and really go back to the helm of when Alexander was alive and go through how he was designing a collection and his aesthetic and things of that nature and make it brand new. So I feel like this is more like someone whose mind is abundant creatively. Creative, abundant mind. That's what I'm feeling here. And this card is interesting. I get the Three of Swords here. It's usually this card representing a necessary cutting, a necessary representing a heartbreak. The person might be sensitive. The person might be very emotional. Usually to create beautiful things, you have to be a bit fragile to create something beautiful because beauty is sensitive. Beauty is fragile. It doesn't come from a hard place, to create. Chris, you have to be a bit sensitive, and I hate to use the word fragile because it seems like you're always crying all the time. That's what I'm thinking. But it comes from a sensitive nature to create beautiful things. But that's what I'm feeling with this card. So they have to be a bit sensitive, but to beauty and to be abundant in that. Although this card looks like the opposite, but it's this card is like representing heartache, pain, suffering. Um, Someone may be a bit fragile in their nature, very sensitive, but it's through their sensitivity and fragility the beauty comes through. The elaborate clothes come through because to create beautiful things, it has to come from that. Someone who could think well on their feet and move, make quick decisions, represented by the Knight of Swords here, to get things moving quickly because they want somebody who just take over and make things happen and not be stagnated at all. So they really want them to take speed on what has to be done. So be a quick learner, pick up quick, fast, and be able to put together a collection that works and sells. That sells well, but also bring in theatrics all at the same time. Okay? From what I remember Alexander in the beginning, he was very bold and aggressive with his design work. But I think later this is when Tom Ford was with Gucci. I think Gucci had bought Alexander McQueen. And I remember in an interview that Tom Ford stated to Alexander, you could do whatever you want, but you have to give us something to sell in the store. It has to be able to hang and it has to be able to sell. So someone who's able to do that, but quickly. This person might be a bit empathic. Um, yeah, because I get there with the Queen of Cups. Definitely a sensitive nature, as I was getting with the Three of Swords. So, a very emotional, sensitive, caring, empathic, feels the energy of others, which tells me he can tap into spirit. And he can definitely grab inspiration from like the fifth dimension of some sort where he can just grab so much to get so much download creatively. He could take Alexander's work and not redo what he already did, but redirect it in a whole new direction, which he's going to get these incredible downloads from spirit to assist him or her in this. It might be another female, who knows, or male, but anyway, um, yeah, who's able to really hound in and really focus on the brand and how to really convey it in a new direction that relates to the customer. Okay. I get the moon card, and this moon card represents people who are artistic and talented. Although traditionally in tarot, the moon card represents deceit, lies, um, um, uh, being around untrustworthy people. But in this case, I get uh, a person who is spiritual, but also, again, this relates to the entertainment world. Fashion is part of the entertainment world. Very much so. It's more theatrics than anything nowadays. Um, Anybody and their mother wants to be a fashion designer now because you easily become a celebrity, and then you have entertainers becoming designers. What happened to the days when you go to school and learn fashion, then you work your way up to be a head designer somewhere. At least that's what I was doing when I was studying fashion. Still love fashion and still have dreams of being a fashion designer, and at least for myself. But anyway, I sidetracked there. Um, but yeah, definitely this person is connected with spirit. They probably even love the moon. They might be a little mystical in their nature. I wonder if I wonder if this is relating to. Uh, they might go a little left field and go with the designer who um, worked within the branch of the. I think it's Kieran that owns Alexander McQueen, or at least 50%, at least 50% of it, or 51% of it, whatever the case may be. They may bring someone within their group that they know who knows, something like that. Uh, hmm. I don't know. In my head, I was thinking Alessandro was with Gucci. Uh, that popped in my head for a reason. But maybe someone like, not exactly like him, but mystified like him in some aspect, in some way, shape, or form. Something like that. Because when he was designing for Gucci, he was more like a gypsy. Um, I wonder. But not him, though. I'm thinking somebody else. But in that same energy, that same energy. Very mystified, creative, theatrical. Very sensitive in nature, charismatic, laugh a lot. Showman, maybe a showman. Definitely someone who's not afraid to make changes, but who trusts in their creativity. Anyway, that's what I'm feeling here with the moon. But in the end, I get the victory card. I get success with this new designer. It's going to work out well. I see he's going to get a lot of, he or she, I'm just going to remain neutral. Might be a he. But I get success. I get joy. I get admiration. He would be the new crowning leader for the brand of Alexander McQueen. And they're going to do a very good job. I think he or she might do the label justice and really take it into a direction that maybe Alexander himself didn't think of. Because this person is going to be more mystical and really tap into spirit. Some people may not know what that is, because, some people in the fashion world are not spiritual people at all. They just treat fashion as a business, which it is. It is a business. But then there are people who treat fashion as art, wearable art. And having the opportunity to design for a major brand that allows you to create in ways you never thought you could ever create, your imagination could just soar. So I see abundance of creativity here. And this person's going to be magnificent. So that's what I'm feeling here. So, yeah, fortunately, I don't know who, but it gives you an idea of the characteristics of who that person may be. Okay? So, anyway, I think I said enough. So, I thank you guys for going on this little tarot journey of mine. And we'll see what happens in the next few months. And I can't wait to see the collection that, well, at least Sarah Burton's last collection. And then interesting to see who they hire on after her departure. All right. You guys take care.